Hello and welcome back to my road to completion guide for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. We're now in episode number 13. Let's head this way. We're going to fast travel back over to the Pot Noble idol, Fountainhead Palace, near Pot Noble. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance, guys. In the previous episode, I told you guys that I was getting better. I felt well. You guys know that I've been sick for the last few weeks. Literally 1 hour after I filmed episode 12, boom, my voice went out again. It's now 3 days later and I'm just getting enough voice to do another recording for you guys. So I'm going to try to get as many episodes recorded, but I do apologize if my voice seems a little bit rough in the recording. But if I wait until I'm completely well, it's going to be days before you guys get another video. And I want to get this series up for you guys because I know you're waiting on it. So I do apologize if my voice seems a little bit scratchy. So we'll head over this way. We're going to again pick up this item. This is another one of those Lapis Lazulis that we need to, level up all of our prosthetic tools. Okay. And now we want to jump down here. There's going to be a carp in the water. See that? So we'll jump down. Go ahead and talk.
Precious. Much more precious. Give me more scales.
All right, purchase items with scales. And then we want to scroll all the way down and purchase the floating passage text for 5 treasure carp scales. And then there's going to be nothing else here that we need to buy. Okay, just that for now. Then press O.
Oh, splendid. Splendid.
All right, and now we can go ahead and homeward idle to the last commune idol. All right, and now we want to fast travel to Fountainhead Palace grounds. All right, guys, we have a really long run to make here. Come up here, take a right. We're going to pass the gourd seed that we picked up earlier in that treasure chest. And now instead of doing that 180 and heading back in the opposite direction, we're going to go this way toward the waterfall and just make this run, guys. No matter what happens here, just keep sprinting. When you get here, take a right. Just follow the steps all the way up until you make it to the idol. Just like that. And then go ahead and rest to get rid of all these enemies. Perfect. Okay. Now, once we've done this, we want to go ahead and lock in another save because we're about to fight a boss. We can lock in all that progress. Okay. Copy. And I really wish I wasn't sick, guys. Man, I'm telling you, it's taking me way too long to get this Sekiro guide up, but it seems like every time I film an episode or two, my voice goes out. You know, and then I'll film another episode, my voice goes out. I really just need to give my voice enough time to heal in between these RTCs. Because like I said, this is my 5th one this year. And, you know, these things are 20, 30 hours long, so that's a lot of commentary to be putting in back to back to back. So I think when I'm done with this guide, I'm just going to take a few days off and get my voice back normal again. All right, guys. So now we're going to continue to head up the stairs here. And then when we get up here, we just want to pray.
The divine realm.
All right, guys, the first thing we want to do is kill the enemy that's directly in front of us as soon as we get out of that cutscene. And you just want to lock on to any one of these enemies that you want to and start sprinting in a circle. Be as close to them as possible. Because what we're doing is waiting for these roots to come out of the ground. You guys see that? And the roots are going to come out wherever you're running at, okay? Wherever you're standing. So you want to be as close to the enemy as possible so that we can get death blows. See that? And then it takes out a lot of those enemies at once. See all the damage I did to their health bar? Because the trick to this whole first phase is to kill all those smaller enemies, right? The ones that are lightly covered. And once you start killing them, dark ones come out of the ground, okay? But you want to keep focused on the lightly colored enemies, right? And you do have to be careful because they are shooting or throwing up poison out of their mouth. And of course, you know, that'll build up at the bottom of the screen there in the middle in that bar. And then of course you guys will be poisoned. So you want to stay out of the way of their poison, okay? Just try to focus on them. And then like right now, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some damage to these guys because we're almost done with this phase. See the poison build up at the bottom there? So it started building up, so I got out of there, okay? So really you want to attack these enemies from behind, but it's not always easy just because of the way this fight is laid out. So sometimes you're gonna have to do some damage in front of the enemies, and then of course, when you see that poison build up at the bottom, you just back away. Reset. I think the last one is looking for the very last one. I might can just do this and see if I get, oh, no. Oh, I see him. This one. Again, we're just focused on the lightly colored ones. So this is going to look very difficult, guys, but it's really quite simple, okay? Just go ahead and lock on. And then what I want you guys to do is just start sprinting from left to right. Now notice that the dragon is doing like an overhead swing. It's a vertical swing, okay? You can always dodge that simply by sprinting, okay? See that? It will never be able to hit you as long as you're sprinting, okay? There's another set of attacks that this dragon will do. It's probably going to do it now. See the horizontal swing coming up right here? All you have to do is jump over it, or you can just take the hit. Notice it doesn't do that much damage to your character, right? You guys have plenty of healing gourds. You guys can just heal up, okay? So that's really the only attacks you have to worry about for this entire fight, except for when the boss gets down to maybe 15–20% health. It kind of starts going crazy with its attacks, but I'll show you guys how to avoid that when we get there. I just want you guys to get used to his attacks here. Again, it's going to be 3 vertical swings like that. And then it's going to be either he's going to do 3 more vertical swings or he's going to do 2 horizontal swings. And notice that I'm jumping really early, okay, to get away from that. Or you can just take the hit. Now, notice that some of the root systems coming out of the clouds there have lightning coming down on them. That's where you want to run to, okay? As he's doing these swings, we just want to start advancing forward like this, and then we want to grapple after his 3rd swing. You want to make sure that you grapple the one that has electricity on it. Make sure you're locked on to the dragon, and then as soon as you get to the grapple point, just spam R1 and you guys will throw electricity back at the dragon. And that's how we're going to defeat this dragon, okay? So again, there's 3. We're going to wait to see what he does next. Here's the horizontal ones, so just jump. Okay, keep your lock on. Go ahead and figure out which root system you want to go toward. Grapple up, spam R1. Boom. Back away. See what he does next. The reason why you don't want to get too aggressive here is because sometimes he goes to attack you right away. And if you're trying to throw lightning back at him, he will also be swinging at you at the same time. And it does a lot of damage, okay? I like to just be a little bit patient here. Make sure you don't take too much damage. Again, there's the vertical attacks. Just working my way over to some lightning. Keep your lock on. Perfect. Back away, reset. Just make sure you keep that lock on. There's 1, 2, 3. Find your grapple point. Now notice his health, okay? Go ahead, as soon as you see him get to that much health, go ahead and heal up all the way. Run to the back of the map and start sprinting left to right, okay? I don't want you guys to worry about trying to jump over anything. Just keep sprinting from left to right. Now, if you guys want to jump over something, you can, right? But notice that you're just taking damage on the ones that are horizontal, and the ones that are overhead vertical slashes, you're just sprinting past them like always. So at this point, we're just using our health gauge to our advantage so that we can just take the shots that are on the ground like that, and then we can just heal up afterwards like this, see? And then just sprinting left to right. And again, you guys can try to jump them if you want to, or you can just use your healing gourds as an advantage point. It's whichever one is more comfortable for you guys. And then of course, keep your lock on. Throw your last piece of electricity there, and boom, that's all done. Like I said, it's whichever one you want to do. If you feel comfortable jumping like that, then jump. But if you don't, guys, just take the hits, heal when you can, rush him there at the end, and you guys will be good. Once he gets down to his last sliver of health, just run up the sword. Get your final death blow in. And there it is, guys. You're going to pick up your trophy, Gracious Gift of Tears. You're also going to grab the memory from the Divine Dragon, which is of course going to allow us to enhance our attack power later on in the run. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys right back here in episode 14. You guys be good.